I'd like to share with you a real fact of being a professor at a university. Any university. They call it the tenure and promotion process. And there's so much more to it. This process is created by the union, representing all faculty, whether you're a union member or not. There are very few union members at Fort Hays. They create a document for tenure and promotion, which is approved by the university administration, and it applies to all faculty. If you're called an instructor, you're not on tenure track, and you have a year-to-year contract, which can or cannot, may or may not be renewed. Being an associate professor takes the first full 4 years, and you can be granted that or you can be denied that. And I'll explain in a bit. Then, after 4 years, the 5th year, you ask to be promoted to an assistant professor. And that, too, request can be granted or denied. 5 years later, you can apply to be a full professor, and that can be granted or denied. This takes a decade of your life. Every year for 10 years, every year for at least 5 years, you have to create a document this size. You have 4 items to put in. You must demonstrate you're a high-quality teacher, and that's based 100% on student evaluations. And many people still look for a low number of A's and a low number of B's and lots of C's in your teaching to indicate you are a good teacher and you are not inflating grades. Another section includes your research publications in professional journals. My wife and I submitted a publication and we didn't hear back for 2 years. So this can be a very time-consuming process. Finally, you have to demonstrate that you have given service to your department, your college, the university, and the local community. One of our colleagues, for example, serves on the board for the Hays Regional Hospital. And of course, committees, more committees, more committees, and more committees. And you have to have lots of reference letters. This is what our desk looks like, our dining table looks like right now, as my wife completes one folder asking to be promoted to associate professor, and another folder documenting last year's work. It is a nightmare. We do not use a digital system. We still kill trees, print them out. They then go to various committees. I've served on the department committee. I now serve on the college committee, and that work is very time-consuming because each of these files of anywhere from 3 to 15 people has to be carefully reviewed on a committee of 3 people. So, if you wonder what we do, I hope this 4-minute video provides you some insight about the life here at Fort Hays State University.